Hi everyone, this is Amrita and in today's video I'm going to discuss the 10 most common causes of constipation along with solutions for them. Many of us have experienced constipation at some point or the other and in different ways too. For some of us, constipation can refer to how often we poop. For some others, it can refer to the feeling of not having emptied your bowels completely or even just difficulty passing stool. Some other very common signs of constipation are passing less than 3 bowel movements a week and passing dry and lumpy stool. Okay, now that we've established what constipation is, let's get into some of the most common reasons that we get constipated. Number one, reduced physical activity. When you exercise or when you're physically active, there is an increase in blood flow to all the muscles in your body, including the muscles of your gut. This makes them contract more efficiently, which further makes food pass along your gut more efficiently. Solution: try and get in at least 150 minutes of moderately intense exercise every week. To know more about what this is, you can check my video about the same topic. There are also some yoga poses and asanas which can help stimulate blood flow to the gut, and you can try these too. Number two, stress and anxiety. Stress changes the hormonal chemistry in our body in such a way that most of our blood flow is directed towards our arms and our legs instead of the gut. Lesser blood to the gut means slowed down digestion, which can potentially cause constipation. Furthermore, there is a very direct link between our brain and our gut. So when we get stressed out, there are even changes in our brain chemistry, and these changes get conveyed to the gut and can potentially impact bowel movements. Stress can also work the other way for you, by the way. For example, I had a client who used to be acutely stressed because of work, and she would wake up every morning without fail at the same time because she would need to clear her bowels due to stress. Solution: identify and engage in certain stress management strategies that you find helpful for when you feel overly stressed out. This can help minimize the impact of stress on your gut.
Then 2 days of gas and constipation. What should I do? ये कोई मैसेज होता है देने के लिए ऑफिस में?
Number 3, changes in routine. Ever been jet lagged? Just like your sleep gets affected when you're traveling and you cross time zones because your body has an internal clock that gets messed up, your bowels also have an internal clock that gets thrown out of whack when there are changes in your routine. So if you've had changes in your routine or if you're traveling and you experience some constipation, don't be alarmed. This is very normal. Solution: try and establish a routine as quickly as possible and just follow your body's natural cues to clear your bowels. In the meanwhile, you can even employ some of the other lifestyle strategies that I cover in this video. Most importantly though, don't stress about it. Just give your body and your gut some time to adjust.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata?
Number 4, holding it in. Ever felt the urge to go, but then you tried to control and then after some time, you just didn't want to go anymore? Holding back your urge to poop can actually cause you to be constipated. The longer food stays in your intestines, the more chances your body gets to reabsorb as much water as it can from your stool. This reduces bulk as well as makes your stool dry, painful, and hard to pass. Solution: go when you get the urge. As simple as that.
Let it go, let it go.
Number 5, reduced fiber intake. The two main kinds of fiber, soluble fiber and insoluble fiber, can both impact constipation. Found in fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, and grain, they form the bulk of your stool and also soften it so that it is easy to pass. Solution: The Indian Council of Medical Research suggests getting in at least 40 grams of fiber per day, and you can do this by incorporating a mix of the above mentioned foods. This is especially important if you are non-vegetarian, your diet is primarily non-vegetarian, and you experience constipation.
Haven't you heard? Fiber is really good for you.
Well, there's fiber, and then there's high fiber. Try this.
Colon blood.
Number 6. Medications and supplements. Constipation can sometimes be a side effect of certain medication and certain supplements. Opioid medication used for pain management, iron supplements used in anemia and even in pregnancy, certain antacids and even certain antidepressant medications are all commonly known to cause constipation as a major side effect. Solution: if you need these medications and supplements to help with some health issue, you obviously can't stop taking them. In that case, you can maximize the other nutrition and lifestyle strategies mentioned in this video. Do remember to mention this issue to your doctor or dietitian though. Sometimes they may be able to switch you over to another drug or supplement which may cause fewer side effects. Number 7. PMS and pregnancy. How many of us girls experience some constipation in the days leading up to our period? During this phase, the hormone progesterone is on the rise. This hormone can impact and reduce the speed at which food moves through the gut, which is why elimination gets slowed down. Same deal with pregnancy. High levels of progesterone can cause gut issues. Progesterone also causes your gut muscles to relax, which is why it may be harder to move poop out of your system. Furthermore, if in pregnancy you are on an iron supplement, this can further aggravate your constipation. The growing baby may even be pressing on your intestines, which is why it may be difficult for them to do their job properly. Solution: I have an entire video on PMS and periods, and you can check this out for constipation specific strategies. It's linked in the description below. For pregnancy, more fiber, more water and more movement as permitted by your doctor are your best bets. 8. Reduced water intake. Water truly is the elixir of life, and it can really help poop move smoothly through your system too. How much water is enough? Always use the P test. Every time you pass urine, the color should be pale yellow to clear. This means you're having enough water. Solution: hydrate throughout the day with water and other fluids like coconut water and nimbu pani. Remember, foods like juices and soups and dals also contribute towards your fluid needs for the day. Number 9. Probiotics. Of course, we can't talk about gut health without addressing our gut bugs. The billion different bacteria in our guts play an important role by impacting digestion and how much of the nutrients that we eat are absorbed. And in this way, they directly impact our bowel movements too. If you've ever had an imbalanced gut microbiome, for example, if you're on antibiotics, you will have noticed changes in your bowel movements. Solution: follow a food first approach and get in natural sources of probiotics like dahi and fermented foods like idli, dosa, dhokla, etc. Number 10. Alcohol. Sometimes drinking can make you constipated too because it causes dehydration, and I've already covered how losing too much water can make your stool hard and difficult to pass. Solution: try and stick to the established drinking guidelines as much as possible. 2 standard drinks for men and 1 standard drink for women. I also have a detailed video about alcohol consumption and health, and I've linked this in the description below for you to watch. So I hope that it's clear now that poop or not pooping can give you a lot of information about your health. Not only is constipation uncomfortable, but it can point towards an underlying medical problem. So if you've been experiencing chronic constipation, that's constipation over a long time, do visit a doctor or a dietitian to figure out what's going wrong. I hope you get a chance to try all these different strategies, and as always, you can always reach out to me if you need help figuring out what seems to be the issue for you. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and share this video with others who may also find it helpful. Leave all your questions and concerns in the comments below. Reach out to me on Instagram or just simply shoot me an email. Hope to hear from you very soon. Until then, take care and keep shining.